Yeah, we were in Helena, Arkansas, which was one of our headquarters. Our headquarters were Fayetteville and Helena. And we were in Helena, and we had been playing around, and we were there just having a little breather. And it's close to Levon's hometown. And we were there just thinking, what should we do? And I suggested, because I had only heard stories that Levon told about Sonny Boy Meal and King Biscuit Flower Hour, and I said, why don't we go and see if we can find Sonny Boy Williamson? And it was kind of like, all right. So Levon and I, got in a car and we drove to a part of Helena called the Holler. And we went and we asked somebody. We just said, do you know where Sonny Boy Williamson is? And they said, yeah, he was just down the street there and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we went and we found him. There he was walking up the street with his bowler hat on, a briefcase with harmonicas and a little microphone in it, and this suit, that he got in England, because he had just come back from England. And but he had it tailored a special way. There was, black on this side, gray on that side, the opposite in the pants. It was like a vision coming down the street seeing him. So we pulled up and said, hey, Sonny Boy, we're a band, and we blah, 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 this and that, and we love this, and all. We're talking to him, and he's looking at us, and we made him feel good. And he said, okay, let's go over here, he says. And he suggested this place for us to go, and it was a woman's house who served corn liquor. And you paid, it's like a booze can kind of a setup, right? And it was just people mingling around and stuff. And he said, let's go over there. And I guess he was thinking it was time to get his drink on or something. I don't know, really what was behind this first move. But anyway, we go to this place, and she serves this alcohol that's clear and everything, and it was corn liquor. It was moonshine, right? And it was like, whoa, it just blew the top of your head off, this stuff. And Sonny Boy had a couple of drinks, and we were talking and carrying on, and you could tell that he was liking us. And then there was some other guys coming around, and they were like wanting to whisper, in your ear about something. And, they were like, do you want us to get you the little something? Blah, blah, blah. And they're just hustling, right? And he would just shoo them away. He was becoming now a little bit protective of this. And these guys were saying that, I know where you can get some marijuana, or is there anything you want? I can hook it up, women, It was just, people working the street kind of thing. So anyway, he shooed them away, and everybody but this woman, and it was a young kid there too, a young boy. And so pretty soon he reaches in, he takes out a harmonica, and he starts playing a little bit. This little kid gets a cardboard box and a couple of sticks. They aren't drumsticks, they're just sticks. And he starts playing fantastic with what Sonny Boy is doing. And he's just a little kid, and you're thinking, there's something really special about what's going on here. It's making us want to play music, this thing that's going on. And so he would play and have a drink, and like I told in the Last Waltz movie, he had a can, and it was like a spittoon kind of thing, that he would spit in. And I thought, oh, maybe he's got snuff or chewing tobacco or something that he was spitting. And then, and at one point, I happened to notice that it wasn't that. He was spitting blood. And I even thought that that was cool. I mean, that I just thought, these blues guys, they're so badass. They just spit blood when they want to. So anyway, we stayed there for a while. And then we said, listen, we've got all of our instruments set up back at our place. We can go back there and play some music with all of us, right? So he was like, yeah, all right, let's go do it. So we went back and we played with him, and he started laughing, and he was like, man, he says, this feels like we've been playing together for a long time. It melted together, and he could tell that we were really good at our trade, right? He could tell, and we started saying we should do some stuff together. We should go some places and play and just show up and do something amazing and blah, blah. And he was like loving this idea. So we played for a while, and had a great time. And he had another thing that he was spitting in every once in a while. Then it was time, we were getting hungry. So we said, what is the place? Where do you get the best soul food here? Absolutely, right? And he said, well, I'm going to show you. So we get in the car, and we drive back down to the hauler, and we go, he says, this place here, we go in this place, and we're all having a bite to eat together and talking, and we're talking dreams now. And at this time, he tells us that he was just in England, and he was over there, and he said, I was over there, and I'm playing with I don't know who these people are. They're all wanting them, and I'm playing with everybody. And he said, and all these cats over there, they all want to play the blues so bad. But he said, unfortunately, that's how they play, really bad, And it was just funny coming from him, the way he was describing it, and he could tell that we just had a different seasoning in our music. And so anyway, we're having a good time, and the food is fantastic in this place. We're having a great time. All of a sudden, 2 cop cars pull up outside of this place, come screaming up to this place, and stop in front of the place. These cops come in the place, and they're saying, what's going on in here? What the hell is this? And we're like, what do you mean? This is Sonny Boy Williamson, the great blues artist, Sonny Boy Williamson, and we're musicians, and we're here in appreciation of him, and we asked, where do you get the best food? And he said, he would take us there, and we're here, we're having a meal. What's the problem? And they said, well, and this guy at this time, he's pulling up his pants, under his belly, and now they're getting an attitude thing going now. They're like, well, there's not much of a problem if you don't think coming down here eating with a bunch of niggers isn't a problem. And we're like, whoa, we're all Canadians except Levon, right? So we're like, we're from Canada, So Levon says, no. He said, and my uncle is the sheriff up in blah, blah county up there, things and everything. And so this cop says, well, I bet your uncle will be really proud of you down here eating with a bunch of niggers, huh? And we're like, whoa, we're not doing very well turning this thing around. And these cops said, here's what we're going to do. You're going to leave this man sitting here at this counter. You gentlemen are going to go and get in those cars out front of your cars, and you're going to get in those cars, and you're going to leave this town right now. And we're like, well, if that's the way you want to be. we knew that we had crossed a line here. And Sonny Boy he wasn't even looking. He was just looking away. He wasn't even paying attention to this. So we were like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Sorry, we didn't, mean to get you in any, fuss and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to call you and we're going to follow up on those dreams and everything. And he was just sitting there. He wasn't doing anything, no, he just knew not to do anything, right? And it was a very sad moment in that right there, because you knew that there was nothing you could, because and I'm saying it much quicker, but we had played poker with these guys trying to say, what are you talking about? We're just talking about music here and some good food. We're not hurting anybody. We'd been through that whole thing, and we'd hit a wall, and there was just no way in the world around this wall. And so we had to get in those cars, go back to our place, pack up the equipment, and leave town. And then we went and we were playing someplace further up north then, and we got in touch with the people that represented Sonny Boy, his people. And I don't know, this was just a few weeks after that, and they told us that he had passed away. And we were like, oh man, we could have done a beautiful thing, is what we